I'm Christy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening. Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I am Christy Code Red. Great to be here with you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for taking your commute where you have a million other podcasts that you could listen to, and you chose mine, or getting your makeup on, or cooking your meals, and you're listening to this. I love listening to podcasts while I'm doing other things. I try to always have one on in the background, and I'm always trying to keep myself educated, not only on nutrition, but on other ways of looking at nutrition, because I'm all for finding what works for you. So, guys, I wanted to take a second and read a couple of reviews. I got this idea from JJ Version. She does this, but I just want to say again how much I appreciate you guys stopping what you're doing and rating and reviewing the podcast. It means a lot to me. And so far we've got almost all 300 of them are 5-star reviews. I do have a couple of 1-star reviews, and I can never find it because I think in all fairness, I should read that one too. Maybe I'm just kind of like a sadist or something, but we have Carly Aiden's mom. Carly Aiden's mom. She gave me 5 stars. She says, take your life back. You won't regret being a rebel. Finally learning what I have been missing and how I can sustain this lifestyle to be successful forever. Invest in your own health and join. Thank you, Carly Aiden's mom. Also from Sal Porter. Awesome. 5 stars. Going through stress episode was great. It's going to happen. Get prepared for how to deal with it when it does. Joined a 10-pound takedown in May of 2019. I've been following you for a while, 1.5 years. Love listening to all of your info. It makes sense. I am loving the Code Red lifestyle. Thank you, Sal Porter. Thank you. This is DNEIWERT. Sorry guys with your names. I'm so sorry. DNEIWERT. 5 stars. Very helpful. Love the no BS approach. This is Beth Randall. Also 5 stars. Thank you, Beth. Love hearing Christy's voice. I've been a rebel for a year and I have lost almost 80 pounds, and it's all thanks to Code Red. I love that Christy's so transparent and straightforward. No BS. Guys, thank you for the shout. Thank you for the reviews. Thank you for rating. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate. That is really, really, really helpful in the whole podcasting world. I didn't know this because I don't know a lot about podcasting. I'm fairly new to it at the time of this recording anyway. But I found out that is really important to get, the rating and reviews help get me ranked higher and higher and higher. Right now, the last I heard from Legacy Podcasting, which is the podcasting agency that handles all my podcasts, they said that I'm ranked in the top 30 of all health, weight loss, and nutrition podcasts in the entire United States. I'm going to give myself a thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all of you for being there and and taking your time to rate and review. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to get a lot of pushback, I'm sure. I always think that from the title and the description and what we're talking about today. Nobody cares as much as you think. Nobody cares as much as you think. And hey, guess what? And if my mom were sitting right here, you guys know I bring up Mama Carol quite a bit. She's funny and she's a source of a lot of jokes, but she would be like, Christy Lynn, that is mean. Oh, honey. Well, guess what? Nobody cares as much as you think. And the reason that I named the podcast this is because it's going to get your attention, A, and B, you're going to listen to me. If I keep like naming my podcast all these candy names, and this just like it would blend in with the thousands and thousands of other podcasts out there, and nobody would listen to it. They would just be like, I mean, that's what I do. If I turn off a podcast, if it's boring, I don't want to hear any boring bull crap. Nobody cares as much as you think. And the fact that I'm coming at you with some pretty hard truth, that's going to prepare you for the real world. Young listeners right now, young viewers, you're watching me, you're listening to me. I want you just to take it and understand that I love you, understand that I care, but understand that sometimes you just need a dose of reality. All right? Now, nobody cares as much as you think. I'm taking the approach of, look, we know that Jesus loves us. We know he's always going to care for us. We know your parents love you for the most part, for most people that, we've got people that love us. Okay, we get that. I'm not saying that people don't love you. I'm not saying that, man, ain't nobody care about you. I'm saying in the way I want to talk about this today is worrying about what other people think about you, because they're not thinking about you. Guess what? I got a little news for you. I got a little Newsflash. I got a little news bulletin. They are not thinking about you. So by you constantly worrying about what you look like when you walk into the mall, believe me, the guy walking on the other side, he ain't judging you. He's worried about what you think of him. Pretty much as girls that worry about girls, what girls think and stuff. Girls worry too much about what people think. Guys are they're pretty linear. They're pretty, sorry guys, but you guys are pretty simple. You're pretty simple. You don't have a whole lot of, you don't have a whole, I'm telling you, Miles, my husband Miles, he's not worried about what someone thinks about him. He's 60 years old, and he's a retired executive of a Fortune 500 company, and believe me, he has done it all. He has been everywhere. And the last thing on his mind is if somebody cares what he's wearing, and that, but girls for the most part, they're just way too concerned. And we go through so much of our lives. We wake up, we go to sleep, where we walk around our house, we walk around the mall, we walk around our work, we walk around the daycare, whatever's going on in the gym, whatever's going on in our lives. You're always concerned about what other people think. You're worried about it. Now, if those of you are watching me on YouTube right now, I'm going to step back and I'm going to show you what I have on here. I'm going to step back from the camera. All right, so I have a midriff shirt on. Okay? I've got these high-waisted pants from Banana Republic, and I've got this midriff crop top. Okay, and there's about, I don't know, maybe 3 inches of my stomach showing. And it's so funny when you start showing your stomach as a girl. Oh man, it's just you always feel so self-conscious, even if you have a nice stomach, and even if you don't have a nice stomach. Like everybody, our society puts so much emphasis on nice abs. And if you don't, and then what constitutes as nice? Like what is it? It's whoever's opinion. Because you guys might look at mine and you might think they're nice. I look at them and I don't think they're very nice. I think they need a lot of work, So when I got dressed this morning, knowing I was going to go out to lunch with Andrea, knowing I was going to go and run some errands, go to the post office, I was going to go to the UPS store, I was going to go to the dry cleaners, I was going to be out in public and people were going to see me. And so what I did was I stepped back and I didn't worry about what people were going to think, but I did worry what I did think about was, is my outfit distasteful? Is it a tasteful way of showing a little bit of my midriff? Is that okay at 43 years old? Do I look okay enough? As far as in my mind, I didn't want to distract. I mean, I didn't want to be a distraction to like a man. I don't want to be, the Bible says don't cause your brother to stumble. And, some men are just going to stumble no matter what you wear, but I don't want to be that woman that other women like that causes a man to have their mind, start thinking the wrong thoughts and just I don't want to be that person. But I don't personally think there's anything wrong if it's done in a tasteful way with showing a little bit of skin in a tasteful way. Can I get away with it? Yeah, I think I am. But I did take a look in the mirror this morning and say, how is this going to be perceived as far as am I causing people to stumble? Am I causing dirty thoughts? Am I causing the wrong thoughts? Am I distracting from somebody's real beauty? I mean, is this okay to wear? Is this a good, appropriate outfit for somebody that's at a high level of influence, to somebody that gets a lot of attention? Like, I just want to make sure that I am being the best version of me. So I didn't get dressed this morning thinking, well, what are people going to think of me in that way? Are people going to like? I don't care if somebody likes it or not likes it. I want to make sure that I am sending the right message, to kids, sending the right message to teenagers, to girls, sending the right message to other people who recognize me, and am I being the best version of me that I can be? And that's why I evaluated my outfit. Too tight, too short, too much skin, anything that's going on here that I would not want my dad to be. Can my dad look at me and be uncomfortable or comfortable with what I'm wearing? Would I be okay with my dad seeing this? That kind of thing. So I think that there is a certain, you definitely want to, what kind of image am I putting out in the public by what I'm wearing and how I'm conducting myself? Is this going to be, but that's where I draw the line. I'm not going to worry about what someone thinks. Oh, I wonder if they think I look fat. I wonder if they like my hair. I wonder if they think my lips are too red. I wonder if they think I walk funny. All those bullcrap thoughts need to go. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that doesn't even, because you're wasting energy. Do you realize this? You're wasting energy because they are thinking the same thing about themselves and what you think of them. They honestly do not care. They honestly do not care. And because they're just too worried about if you like them, and you're worried about if they like you. Nobody's thinking about, like, it's such a waste. You got to think about what we waste our energy on. I get a lot of, I speak and I do a lot of things publicly, and people always want to know, well, Christy, how do you stay so motivated? How do you always stay on track? It's because I protect my thoughts, because I don't allow thoughts to come into my head if they are clouding my brain space with things that don't matter. Okay, and thoughts do come into my head. Sometimes thoughts will come into my head that are bullcrap thoughts, but I don't let them stay there. See, the fact that they came in is not the problem. That what you do with them at that point is the problem. And so, me personally, if I recall a conversation, maybe an argument, or maybe something I don't know, maybe I recall a conversation I had, and I start thinking about what I should have said. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start having these conversations back in your head. You might be alone in your car and you're driving and you're actually having the conversation out loud with yourself. Well, I should have said that. Like, you really start thinking, like, let me tell you something. If you so much as, again, you're going through like what you wish you would have said, right? What good is that? What good is it to have that whole conversation in your mind, or have those thoughts going over and over in your mind? It's not doing you any good. You are wasting energy on those thoughts. You ain't going to really say it. You're probably never going to see that guy again. You shouldn't be saying it anyway, even if maybe that's your coworker and you're going to see him tomorrow morning when you guys are back at work. You shouldn't be saying that's not a conversation that's appropriate to have at work. So why are you letting it get, why are you worried about it? Why are you even having the conversation? So when this happens to me, personally, I can't seem to, like, my first thing I do is I just kind of, like, in my mind I say, and I like shake it off, get that out of your head. And I like that. If the thought will not get out of my head, I actually say out loud, get out of my head. It's knock that off. This thought pattern is not good for you right now. You don't need to be thinking those things about that person. Natasha's working with me on something right now. She's working with me on two things that I'm trying to really focus on. The first one is to always assume positive intent. And the second thing is do not take anything personal. So always assume. So the thoughts that come in my head are scenarios and maybe you too, scenarios of what could be happening or what that person could be thinking of, what might be said or what could have been said. They're not even real, right? They didn't really even happen. And yet we work them up into something and we get ourselves worried. So whenever people ask me the question, well, how do you control these thoughts or what do you do about them? I actually say out loud, get out of my head. You don't belong there. This is not where I want to waste my energy. You know where I want to spend my energy? I want to spend my energy on developing new programs for Code Red that are going to serve my rebels. I want to spend my energy on thinking of what kind of my next book I want my next book to be about. I want to think about my next presentation I have coming up, how I want it to go, what 3 key things that I want to bring home during that presentation. I want to think about how can I be a better boss? How can I be a better sister? How can I be a better wife to Miles? Like, those are the thoughts that I want to be thinking. I don't want to be wasting my thoughts on worrying about what other people could be thinking about me. Like, it's a total waste. It's just your brain is just a dumping ground for crap that hasn't even happened, it's not going to happen, will not happen, doesn't even matter. And yet we give this crap the time of day, and we give it so much of our energy worrying about crap that's not ever going to come true. And we work it into something. We work nothing into something. And that's bull crap, because people don't care as much as you think. They don't. Believe me. I mean, we got people that are just trying to make ends meet. You might be listening to this right now and you are just trying to make rent. You are just trying to make sure that your cable doesn't get cut off. You're just trying to find a way to get your kid through the 3rd grade. You're just trying to find a way to hold down 2 jobs and still be a decent single parent. You're just trying to find a way to get to the gym every day because you know that's what makes you feel better. You're just trying to think of, maybe some of you, your money is so tight, you really want to join the 10-pound takedown, but $47 is tight. You're trying to think of a way to scrape up the funds. Like, you seriously, if you think about all the crap you've got going on in your life, trying to raise your kids and trying to walk your dog twice a day and trying to keep your household from burning down, and you're trying to be a good daughter and a good sister, you ain't got time to worry about those bullcrap thoughts, someone else's thoughts about you. And by the way, I should do a podcast on this one. Those person's thoughts, that ain't none of your business. It's none of your business what someone else thinks of you. Do you realize that? None of your business. It doesn't even matter. You got your own stuff going on. People always are so funny to me. They're like, oh, I don't have time to, and you know, let me just preface this by saying, Code Red, we don't believe in, you don't need to exercise to lose weight. Exercise has nothing to do with weight loss, but exercise is healthy for a whole bunch of other reasons. Okay, you don't need to exercise to lose weight, but it is a great way to battle and to deal with other stressors in your life, depression, you're fighting bone density, you're keeping up your cardiovascular health. There's all kinds of great benefits of exercise. And people say, well, I don't have time to exercise. But they're spending, like, these are the same people that tell me I don't have time to exercise. The people that are the first ones to comment on my Instagram, the first ones to log in when I go live on Instagram, they're the first ones to send me a message about something. They're always watching everything I'm doing. So they're spending a lot of time on social media. And believe me, hey, I am so happy that you follow Code Red and you follow me, and I love it, and keep following me, and I'll continue to put out good, encouraging, supportive love and content and information out there. My Instagram is awesome. If you don't follow it, you need to. It's awesome. I always put out good content. But don't tell me that you ain't got time to do a 20-minute, what's it called? What's that thing called that they do? P90X? Freaking P90X, man. Go ahead and take your crack at that one. You'll die in the living room floor. But you can't tell me you don't have time to do a few burpees in the morning or go walk your dog when you're spending 3 hours a day on social media. Don't tell me that. So if you truly are as busy and as strapped as you say you are, just trying to keep your family together, just trying to not kill your kids, trying to make sure that you make ends meet, make sure that you carve out a life that you could be proud of, then you don't have time to worry about someone else's thoughts and what they think of you. They don't care as much as you think they do. People don't. People are too worried about what you think of them. If we all could just quit borrowing trouble and start focusing on our own selves and start making the most out of our own lives and start carving out the dream life that we all want, because we all want to be happy, we all want joy, we want to be healthy, we want to start maybe chipping away at some of those items on our bucket list. We want to try to fight aging. Like, we all have those things that we want. Yet, what are you really spending your time on? You're spending your time worried about what someone else thinks of you, and that's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. And I mastered this, a couple of years ago when Code Red, and I did it with Natasha's help because she picked up on some things I might have been saying or doing. And she nailed me on that pretty quick. Like, whoa, if you want to reach millions, like you say, if you want to be the influencer that you think you want to be, Christy, you need to just arrest those thoughts and start focusing on what you got to do, because you got some big plans, girl. And if you're going to hit those numbers that you're projecting, then you better focus and do the work. I mean, I'm grinding 16 hours a day. But I am not sitting on the couch binge watching Game of Thrones. And I'm certainly not worrying about what somebody thinks of my red pants. And I am telling you right now, you have got to shift your focus. People don't care as much as you think they do. They ain't thinking about you, all right? My young viewers right now, and listeners, my kids, my tweens, my teens, listen to me right now. Listen to Auntie Christy's voice right now. Your little group and your little clique at school, and I get it that you love your little friends, but you need to be real careful with the people that you hang around. Just because Sarah thinks something or Summer thinks something, who cares what she thinks? Or you got to quit putting so much weight into your stupid little friends and what they think. I'm sorry, parents, if I said that. But hey, I'm trying to keep it real with your kids here. All right, you guys are surrounding yourself with a bunch of bratty little snotty kid friends. And that's going to make you bratty and snotty. So I want you to take a good, hard, long look at your friends and step back and say, are these guys making me want to be a better person? Or am I focusing too much on what they think? Am I worrying too much about what Summer thinks to me? If Summer likes my outfits, or if Damien thinks I'm blank. No way. Bullcrap. You don't need to worry about that. To my young viewers, I want you to step back and really take a long, hard look at your friends. You don't need that. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that negativity. And those thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. That's live. Thoughts become things. And you do not want those thoughts in your head, because nothing good comes of it. You know what I would rather, to my young listeners right now, you know what I would rather just see you focusing on? Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint? What do you like to do? Do you have a creative thing that you like to do? A little hobby? How about you put some energy into your hobby? How about you get home from school, you do your chores, you do your homework, and then I want to see you work on your hobby for about 2 hours. Okay? That's what I want to see you do. I don't want to see you scrolling through social media and Snapchatting and sending pictures back and forth to your friends. I want to see you doing something that you love. That's what I want to see you doing. Guys, people don't care as much as you think. And if you can really grasp this concept and really let go of those thoughts that really tend to hold us tight and to hold us prisoner, then you will be so much better off. You will be so much happier. Not always. You'll be like a Miles Hewitt. You'll be my husband, Miles Hewitt. I mean, that guy doesn't give a darn. He doesn't give a darn, to the point where I say, honey, you can't wear those shorts in public. Honey, they're sagging off your bottom. They're perfect, he'll say. They're nice and loose. No, they're dirty. I'll catch him with dirty shirts, trying to go to the mall with a dirty shirt. No. You need to change your shirt. We're not going to look like that in public. What? It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got done changing the motor oil. You need to change your shirt. Yeah. And we kind of all needed we need to channel our inner Miles Hewitt and don't give a rat's fanny. A little bit. I mean, I don't want you to swing all the way that way. It's where you walk around with a motor oil all over your shirt at dinner with your wife. But we do need to let that go. Life is just too short to waste precious time on what someone might be thinking about you. You don't even know. You can't read minds. You don't even know. You can't verify it to be true or not. Might be thinking about you. Might be saying about you. It's just not worth it. It's not where I want to put my energy. I have so many big goals. And right now, 100% of my energy is going to Code Red and going to my own family and going to keep my health good. And there's not much room and time left in my day for bullcrap thoughts. So guys, clear out those bullcrap thoughts because people don't care as much as you think. Just let it go. Forget about it. You can't even verify it to be true or not. Even if they give you a dirty look, even if they point and laugh, you don't even really know what they're pointing at. Like Natasha says, always assume positive intent. That's a really great thing for all of us to think about. And the second thing is don't take it personal. And that's going to free so many of us up to just really focus on what we need to do, and develop the things in our life that we love, our hobbies, our dreams, our goals. All of us, no matter what age you are listening to me right now, you have those things in you, the hobbies, the goals, the dreams, the desires, the thoughts, the things you love, the things you really want to pursue. That's what you got to be focusing on. So free yourself up to focus on that. Okay? 10poundtakedown.com is where you go to register for the challenge coming up. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's really hard to focus on what you really love when you feel like crap. All right. Nobody wants to get back to painting when they have migraine headaches. And those migraine headaches, probably 99% chance that they're coming from the fact that you're consuming too much crap. So get your health in order so the rest of your life will fall into place. And I would love to help you out. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I'll talk to you on the next episode. Bye.